Hi, good afternoon. This is the Screencast recording for Project 2 Lab as part of Udacity's Azure Machine Learning Nanodegree. I'm doing an automated ML run, and the screencast will show a working deployed ML model against an endpoint, the deployed pipeline, the available AutoML model, and a successful API request to the endpoint with a JSON payload. I've initiated an AutoML run and it's been running for about 12 minutes. Here it shows that the run for the AutoML is complete. And let's take a look at this run. For this particular run, the best algorithmic name is voting ensemble with an accuracy of 91%, 92%. And let's look at the other models. The voting ensemble had 91%, stack ensemble had 91.7%, and sparse normalizer XGBoost classifier had 91.5% accuracy. Now, based on the best model, which is a voting ensemble, I will deploy this model. I'm getting ready to deploy my model called AutoML Deployment 1. I've enabled authentication. I'm using Azure Container Instance, and I will hit the deploy button. The AutoML Deployment 1 is deployed, and looking at the endpoints, it is a healthy deployment state. It has a rest point. It includes authentication is enabled, that's true. It has a Swagger URI and the application insights URL. Next, I'll be running the Python logs file. Now I'm going to run bash swagger.sh. Now that we have the endpoint available, let's consume the endpoint. We can see here that we have the REST endpoint, and we also have an authentication key with the primary key. I've replaced the endpoint file with the correct scoring URI taken from here, and I've also replaced the key with the primary key taken from here. Now we're going to run python endpoint.py. And we see the result, which is yes or a no. I will run again serve.py and swagger.sh so I can see the localhost 9001. Here we're looking at the successful use of swagger.json. Now we go on to the second part of the project, which is to use the SDK with the Jupyter Notebook. In this part, I've already pre-run all the different parts of the notebook, but the main steps are to create an experiment, to attach an ML compute, to load the tabular data set, which is the bank marketing data set, to configure an AutoML run, then to use AutoML step, and to do training, and finally explore the results with the best fitted model. I like to share and show two things. First is the pipeline. The ML experiment 1 pipeline was complete, and then the pipeline REST endpoint is still running. Let's look at the pipeline endpoints. This is a bank marketing training data set. Here is a REST endpoint.